Hello, and welcome to Our Age, Our View. I'm Cindy Healy, and I'm here with Meg Connors and Julie Connors. And as is the case with the fall and all weather changes, two of the three of us have colds, so we're going to ask you to just bear with us through that.
And I'm steering clear.
Yes, and what we're going to talk about today is holidays. And in particular, we'll just talk this time about Thanksgiving and using the holiday as a time most families get together and see each other when they don't see each other often during the year. They use the holiday to get together. And what we want to encourage you to do is when you're with your family and you're senior members of your family, if you haven't seen them for a while or you're not have a visual on them, that what you can do is be mindful of several signs of things that maybe they're not doing as well as they portray on the phone to you. And so with that, Meg and Julie,
Well,
give us some examples
sure.
of what to look
I think
for.
speaking with a family member on the phone is one thing, but when you're actually there, you might find that your family member is not as clean as they should be. The house
a
might
very
not
good
be.
point.
There might not be sufficient food in the kitchen.
Mail everywhere.
Yeah, so I think there are these warning signs that things aren't going as well as you might think.
Well, so you might also want to look at it from the perspective of, do they make a comment about, oh, well, I'm supposed to be watching my salt intake, but you're seeing them not. Sometimes there's little hints that come through when you're in person with your loved ones. And in situations like that, it's just another reminder to probe a little bit, to ask a question. Oh, how come? Does your doctor say something? If somebody's complaining consistently of a headache, it might be a sign that maybe their blood pressure is high. What else is going on? But usually you would see maybe the house is really cluttered, or maybe there's a pile of unopened mail and bills, and it's just a good time maybe to
do
evaluate.
kind of an inventory, I think, of how they're doing and the situation in the house. However, I encourage you to not necessarily confront the senior on the holiday with anything that you think is amiss. You don't want to have these bad memories. You don't want to have a
Thanksgiving argument.
Exactly. You don't want to have that epic day.
Right.
You should treat your holidays as opportunities to create good memories, but make mental notes or paper notes of what things you're concerned about, and set aside a different time, not the holiday, to discuss those things with the senior and protect the opportunity to have a nice experience with your family member.
And also, I think it's a good opportunity to get an emotional read on how someone is doing for the holidays. Holidays can be very difficult for people, and it's a good opportunity to say, we have some depression here, somebody's sleeping too many hours, not wanting to join in with family members where in the past they used to. So it's that sort of thing you might want to be alert to as well. And again, discuss at a later time, more appropriate time, rather than over the turkey.
But you might also just make some notes. What I find is really helpful is that if you document for your own self, kind of like a little journal, the date and the what it is that's concerning you, then when you 3 or 4 months later you look back and you can see a pattern, or you can see, oh, I checked on this date, or I talked on this, and it gives a picture that's a little bit easier for you to understand.
And on that note, actually, it's a really great picture to have, because when you talk to a doctor, more often than not, they don't want to hear symptoms, but if you tell them a story, it might get you a little bit further. And if you can say, okay, here's the repetitive pattern that I'm seeing, or these are the areas that we're concerned with.
And these are the dates so that you have concrete.
The picture.
It might help get something accomplished.
So very much from our households to you, we wish you happy Thanksgiving and have a wonderful holiday season, and thanks for joining us.